Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. People have been saying for months the relationship is fake. And now there's a comprehensive media plan that was leaked, allegedly. Yup, it's TMZ Verified, the podcast. I'm Wyld.
I'm Steph.
Welcome back, Steph.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, people in the audience.
Feels like it's been a while after Labor Day.
It was.
Do you believe in not wearing white after Labor Day?
No.
Me either.
I don't know why I thought you were about to ask if I believed in Labor Day.
Anyways.
Well, it's been a quiet week. You can always tell when there's like a holiday weekend because shit happens. Like literally nothing happens.
Or everything happens.
Honestly true. Or everything happens. But it was a pretty quiet week. Since last week, the influencers were quiet. Ever since Alex Earl came out and said, N-word last week, now everybody quiet. So we have no influencer news today, but we do have some just news.
It's pretty good. You'll like these topics. They're pretty not verified core, but they're good.
Because the people in the audience in the comments are always like, we don't know these people.
You'll know
like,
these. You'll know these. And if you don't, they're good.
So we're going to talk about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. People have been saying for months the relationship is fake. And now there's a comprehensive media plan that was leaked, allegedly.
To show from start to finish how they're going to break up.
Like,
the whole plan. Guys,
like
it's
WWE
juicy.
style.
It's
the whole relationship is fake.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
yeah.
There's an alleged plan. We'll tell you about it. But we've also now heard from Travis Kelce's team. So we'll tell you his response to the alleged fakeation of their relationship. Other Taylor Swift news. Taylor Swift's BFF, Brittany Mahomes, a.k.a. Patrick Mahomes' wife, seemingly supporting Donald Trump. We need to talk about it.
Okay.
We're also going to tell you guys about a Louisiana porch pirate.
Guys, someone pooped on someone else's porch, and it's really not that crazy of a story, but it is insane of a story because what the hell?
Yeah,
I can't wait to talk to you about this story because we were all sitting there, remember all of our desks are together, and we're like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah, you know how normally porch pirates steal. This one comes and drops you off a little present.
A man is pooping on doorsteps. Goodbye.
And lastly, my favorite story of the week. You ever seen My 1,000-Pound Sisters or 1,000-Pound Sisters?
I knew you were going to pick this. I knew you were going to pick this topic. I knew it. I go, there's no way he doesn't pick this.
I love stories that have multiple layers. So one of the sisters from my...
multiple layers. Get it?
Okay. One of the sisters... That was actually really funny.
You can't be 1,000 pounds and then me not make it a fat joke.
Okay, so one of the sisters from 1,000-Pound Sisters, Amy Slayton, was arrested this week for the craziest incident that went down at a zoo. All I'm going to tell you is it involved a camel, Amy, and drugs. Stick around to the end. But first, Travis Kelce.
And Taylor Swift's.
Everybody from the beginning, though, had been saying that their relationship is fake. It was like always like the bubbling up of the rumors and is it real? It seems super contrived. Now there is an alleged comprehensive media plan from like people that have just emerged on the internet, and people are saying that this is essentially like the fake relationship plan and strategy that the publicists for Taylor and Travis came up with to get us all hooked into this relationship. But whole time it's faked and planned, according to this alleged media plan.
I'm not buying it. Okay. We would know about this immediately. I also feel like, yes, a media plan for a breakup. That was like old Hollywood where like they'd get together for like press and like money. And I get it. She helps the NFL make a little bit of money and like blah, 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 blah. But I really think this media plan is a little bit bogus in terms of how they're speaking. Yeah,
they allege that Taylor and Travis's love story was all fabricated for press and publicity. And there's even a plan or a scheduled breakup date of September 28th. Now, it is currently September 5th, which means they got about, I'm really bad at math, it was like 23 more days of being together.
Let's say this was the plan. They're not breaking up on that day now because it's
So Travis's reps, though, like Travis's team has come out and they basically slammed this entire thing. A spokesperson for Travis tells us the entire, like, quote unquote media plan is entirely false and fabricated and was never created, issued, or authorized by this agency. So Travis's team is being like, we ain't had nothing to do with this. Taylor's team had nothing to do with this. This is all just some made up internet stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to say that I typically am skeptical about everything that happens in Hollywood, but I don't believe that they had this comprehensive media plan anywhere.
Also, if this was a media plan, there would not be evidence of it anywhere on paper.
Exactly. That's literally what I'm saying. I'm not saying that there's no more like.
And let me tell you something.
But like we wouldn't know about it, y'all.
If you have been to Hollywood even one time, there is no way they're putting this in writing.
In writing.
It would be a secret meeting with their agency
dark room,
in a dark room, locked up. If you NDA signed
in blood,
you have no idea how much money would go into that media plan that they would never let it leak.
Yeah, like even if the media plan was real, there is no way we knowing about it. Like
the second I saw this, I was like, oh, someone was bored over the weekend.
Because they just made this up. Because if it was real, we wouldn't know. So we should say that like the media plan doesn't even like appear to be real. Kind of seems like something that somebody kind of made up. But Travis's team is denying it. I don't think Taylor's team will speak on it because
they don't speak on anything.
They don't speak on much. But also, like, if Travis shoots it down.
Also, she shouldn't have to talk about this. Like, you're literally saying that my
relationship is made up.
Okay.
Like, what do y'all want her to do? Full tongue kiss Asian in public?
You can't add Asian to every single word.
That one kind of worked, though.
Okay.
No? Okay, well, in other Taylor Swift news, Brittany Mahomes.
Here we go.
Who is a part of Taylor's squad now. By the way, Taylor's
I don't think it's a part of her squad.
She is.
No, I think it's like, let's say you had a girlfriend, okay?
Yes.
Me and you are best friends.
Right.
We go out to the bar. I have to be friends with her.
That's
like, even if I don't like her, I have to be like, pics, love her, like, and there has been people you've dated that I don't like, and then I have to be their friend.
Okay. Well,
you know?
I don't know. I feel like, so let's just sidestep.
If you started dating a Trump supporter, I could not tell you to your, well, I probably would, but like, I can't say to her face, like, I don't like you.
So Brittany Mahomes, in recent days, she has come out and she has liked several pro-Trump posts on social media. So she liked the post detailing Trump's like 2024 GOP plan and like, posts about his policies. Basically, she's liked things and interacted with posts on social media that have insinuated that Brittany Mahomes might be a Trumper. Not that there's anything wrong with being a Republican. I just want to indicate that Brittany Mahomes might be a Trumper. So the question arose amongst Taylor Swift fans, is Taylor still going to be friends with Brittany Mahomes? Because Taylor Swift is historically supportive of the Democratic Party. Donald Trump is the furthest thing.
You're not going to like my take on this.
Okay, go ahead.
I believe that you can be friends with people who are not the same beliefs as you, except if you feel certain, like, very strong about Trump, for example. Like, I couldn't be friends with someone who supports Trump per se, but I could be friends with a Republican. And where the crossover happens, by the way, mister, because I know you're about to rev your engine, not every single election are people voting the exact same. I do think maybe she is liking these because she does support Trump because the tweets are about Trump. But in terms of Republican versus Trump, I think there's a mix.
You're going to be surprised by my answer, but I actually agree with you.
Oh, wow.
Like, I don't expect everybody to have the same political beliefs. However, I do think it's a little bit different than saying, like, I am a conservative or I am a Republican.
Versus I'm voting for Trump.
Like, I have a, and this isn't to say that, like, being a Trump supporter automatically makes you a bad person, because I think that there are people who like to kind of like cherry pick certain things about Donald Trump that they're like, oh, I support this, but I don't support this. But like, you can't vote for the person and say, I don't support some things, but I do support other things. Like, and I think that that's where my issue with Trump supporters is like, Donald Trump as an entire person and as an entire administration doesn't seem to be in line with things that I agree with as a human being.
I would have agreed with you 8 years ago. But I really believe that based off of how things have turned out when we did vote for Biden and like we're rooting for him and like blah, 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 I think Kamala has like a new, different edge in terms of like could maybe change things. And I think when people vote Kamala versus Trump at this point, I don't think they're necessarily voting for the people anymore for the first time ever, maybe in my lifetime. I think they're voting for the things that they are promising, which before, like, the previous election, I think it was voting for the people specifically.
Okay.
But for the first time, I'm not sticking up for Brittany Mahomes. I
Right.
definitely think she's a Trump supporter. But like, I also wouldn't be liking tweets if I wasn't a Trump supporter. Let's say she was just a Republican.
Right.
But I really believe that. I think for the first time ever, we're voting based off of like, we need things to change. And like, these are the whoever you agree with. In terms of like, I support Trump, I support Kamala. It's like, well, she stands for this, he stands for this.
Right. Yeah, I'm cool. Like, I am a very open person. I also love a good conflict or argument. But like, I'm not being friends with you if you're a Trump supporter.
Right.
Like, I can be friends with you if you are a Republican. But if you are a Trump supporter, I'm sorry, I can't. There are so many things that I'm like, can't really get behind that.
And that's what I'm trying to say about these tweets.
Honestly, I can't really get behind the Democratic Party like that either. But like, it's really a lesser of two evils, I guess. But I think that, no. I'm sticking with my original point.
Okay, but back to Brittany.
Yes.
If you're liking Trump posts,
Mm-hmm.
you support Trump.
So do you think Taylor Swift should disown Brittany Mahomes? Should Brittany Mahomes be kicked out of the football squad? Should Brittany Mahomes be allowed in the football suite once the season kicks off?
Not without talking about it now.
But what's the conversation?
She can agree with certain things. She can't support him as a person, and she has to say it because she's a public figure, and that's her responsibility.
Okay. Stephanie here for the politics today.
What do you always say? I came to work.
Came to work today. Bam, 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 bam. All right, moving on. We're over Taylor. We're over everything. There is a Louisville porch pooper. And
Is it Louisville or Louisville?
I think it's Louis. I don't know.
I think it's Louisville.
I think
It's Louisville.
Louisville.
If anything, because Jack Harlow said in his song that it's that. And one thing about me, I love some Jack Harlow. Okay, go.
So there is a Louisville porch pooper who, it isn't just, okay, the story alone just sounds gross because there's a man who,
This story is about a man in Louisville, Kentucky that is pooping on this guy's doorstep, okay? Now, you're probably wondering, why? What's the connection? The guy who lives in the house says he has no idea who this man is.
We should also say that he ain't just take one poop on this man's doorstep. He pooped on his man's multiple times.
8 times total.
He's a serial pooper.
8 times total that this man has had to clean up this other man's shit who he doesn't know.
He's on Ring camera taking multiple shits.
Mind you, I want to preface, if you haven't seen the video, go on YouTube if you'd like to see it.
Go to TMZ.com.
TMZ.com. He doesn't have a mask on, so we can fully see his face. And if you are on TMZ and your face, listen, if I really wanted to poop on your porch, all right, and I went to your apartment and I scaled the building and I go, I'm shitting right here. I am wearing a mask. This guy's face is public. How are you going to ever date again?
We should say that the homeowner tried to take matters into his own hands. He put out cat litter.
And then he also is going to try and scare him off.
With like little speakers and stuff like that. Sir, I ain't scared of that. I'm just here to take my poop. We don't know why the alleged dumper is dropping his loads on this man's step, but it's really gross. The man says he does not know who he is. The Louisville Police Department is asking for the public's help to identify the serial shitter. This is just nasty.
No mask on, by the way. So someone is friends with this guy.
Yes, somebody knows the shitter.
Somebody knows the
You know how when
shitter.
somebody commits a crime and they show the person's video and you go, somebody knows this man.
Like
somebody
if you
knows.
tomorrow, you came in the office and it's me. I'm the shitter, okay? You would tell on me. Because at that rate, if my friend is like the shitter porcher, like the porch shitter, I'm telling on you.
I actually wouldn't tell you if
you saw my face shitting on porches.
I wouldn't. Would I step to you about shitting on people's porches? Yes.
What would you say?
Why are you shitting on people's porches?
What would you say?
I would just be like, what's going on, girl? Why are you taking a poop?
No, but like if you were the porch shitter, I would tell on you.
Oh, that's fake.
Because
what?
that's weird. I don't want to be your friend anymore.
If I poop on...
Mm-hmm. It's like murder.
You draw the
shit.
line at
it's like,
shitting?
No, it's like murder, shit, like, you know what I mean? Sexual assault allegations.
Okay,
like,
that's fair.
You're gone.
That's fair. Damn. It's kind of a nasty
It's
story.
weird. And like, what's the reasoning? And the fact that okay, let's say, advocate, all right? We love to be an advocate.
Are you paying porch poopers advocate?
Let's say, okay? Let's say he was on a run, 4 a.m. He goes, I have to go. And he goes on his porch. But you can't go 8 times and be like, it's an accident.
Like, what about the second time and the third time?
Pick a different. If you really have like a fetish or like maybe you just like love like the thrill, do different
The
houses.
thrill of
Do
pooping on
different
people's
houses
porches.
because now it's like you look crazy.
You do look crazy, shitter. Shitter.
You can't call him that.
Why? He took the poops.
I'm just saying that he really needs to,
You need to get it together.
as his publicist, he needs to like start going to different houses because he looks crazy.
We are not everyone's publicist on this show.
And if he wants to rebrand, I think he should really go to different houses.
He gotta like jazz it up too. Like, don't just leave poop. Like, leave poop in a note. Maybe
Right, like I ate this today.
like a card or something.
Make it interesting. Make a TikTok account. I'm shitting on this the way that, and then we'll be like POV,
Well,
you're
first-
the porch shitter, and then like put the house.
Yes!
and, like-
Oh my God. People would be like, please shit on my porch.
Right, but he already fucked up because he put his face in it.
Yeah.
God, didn't you learn anything from my robbery in December?
He did not know you was robbed in December. and
Well,
I
when
don't
I
think
was
the
robbed,
audience
they
knew
wore
that either.
they wore a mask, and I don't know who it is.
Oh God, move on.
Next,
There is 1,000 Pound Sisters star, Amy Slayton. Now, Amy was never 1,000 pounds. Y'all got on me when I hosted the TMZ podcast earlier this week, being
saw the
like,
comments. Those
yes, and they're like, you are stupid. She was never, well, clearly she was never 1,000 pounds, people. But her and her
Take it up with the producers. We didn't name the show.
But her and her sister combined were about 1,000 pounds. So Amy Slayton, one of the 1,000 Pound Sisters, was arrested this week at a zoo in Tennessee because the story is messy. So first of all, the police got a call saying that there was a woman bitten by a camel. And I know what you're thinking, ma'am, how did you get bit by a camel? We don't know how.
I actually have. I
You have intel?
okay.
Go.
I went to Tennessee when I was 8, and there are these drive-through zoos
Mm-hmm.
in Tennessee, and the animal can go into your car, like the head. So that's what I think happened here. Anyway, continue. That's factual. You don't have to Google me.
Well, Amy was at this drive-through safari in Tennessee, and she was bit by a camel. One of the camels that Stephanie might have gotten bitten by when she was young.
It's true.
But that's besides the point. So the police were called because they got a call of a woman being bitten by a camel. They obviously have to come out there, send the ambulance, but they also send the police just in case something happens. Police arrive, they're cruising around, and they're like, what is that smell?
No.
Amy and the guy she was with were allegedly doing drugs. So the police,
They
when they
smelled the
came,
drugs?
they smelled, they had suspicion of narcotic substances, and they ultimately discovered, because of the smell, and then they ultimately discovered that Amy and the guy had marijuana, I should say. They had marijuana in their possession, and they also had shrooms in their possession. And the reason why this is even worse is because her child was there.
Okay, I draw the line with the kids.
Exactly.
If you want to do drugs, don't have kids.
Okay. So as Amy's getting hauled out of the zoo on a stretcher because her arm is bitten. By the way, if you want to see the bite,
Oh my God.
it's really graphic.
It's so good.
TMZ.com. We can't put the clip up here, but it's fucking nasty. But as Amy is getting hauled away, the police go, hold on, drag her ass back out here because we got to lock her up. So they lock her. So Amy was ultimately locked up. She was arrested for narcotics possession as well as child endangerment. There's not really much to this story except I just thought it was funny.
Oh, I think there's a lot to this story.
I love stories when there's a lot of stuff happening. One, we got a 1,000 pound sister
Right.
getting arrested. 2, she got bit by a camel. And 3, she had drugs.
You're missing the best part.
Okay, go.
She really thought she ate when she's calling the police about the bite.
Yes.
Like, she's like, I'm going to sue this fucking
I'm
place.
going to sue them.
And then she's
This
like,
fucking camel bit me.
she really showed up and showed out because now you look like a clown.
And if you've never watched my 1,000 Pound or 1,000 Pound Sisters, Amy's like the spicier one. I mean, Tammy's pretty spicy too. But like, Amy's the one with like the colored hair. It's kind of spicy, always cursing.
She really thought, I'm going to eat with this. Like, I'm going to get $1 million.
Don't say I'm going to eat with this.
That's so
That
good.
is a second.
Yep.
No.
She really is going to devour with that. And then they arrested her and she's like,
Oh.
shoot.
My God.
What?
Okay.
You cannot sign and disclose to be on 1,000-pound life and not expect that.
Okay. So ultimately,
That's not mean.
what is occurring with the lights in here?
Oh my God, I wish. Please.
Don't just ignore it. We're having some technical issues today. Just everybody look away. So for his part, the zoo owner did say that the zoo owner is actually denying that the camel bit Amy.
I know.
The zoo owner is saying, makes this story so goddamn confusing.
I love it.
The zoo owner is saying, there's no way, his name is John Connolly. John Connolly says there's absolutely no way that one of their camels bit Amy, and they find it strange that there's no like bruised skin, and that the skin is basically like filleted open. So we can't show you all the picture here, but if you go to TMZ.com, you can see it's not like, or it doesn't appear to be a bite mark. It literally looks like a flap of like skin is like hanging over, and you see like the tissue. It's so gross. So the zoo owner is being like, hold the hell up. There is no way that our camel did that. So right now there is an active investigation
Of the camel.
of the camel and of Amy's ass, because we need to know what happened. Did the camel bite Amy Slayton? Did Amy Slayton make it up? Is she still 1,000 pounds?
Also, like, who cares? Like, about the like bite. Like, okay, you're at a drive-through zoo. And at these places, as someone who's been there, in Tennessee, by the way, drive-through zoo, they give you food, and then you give it to the animal. What do you think's gonna happen?
Right.
I've been
to one of those before too, and this is the same situation. Like,
okay.
What do? You just
okay. I'm gonna get bit today. Yeah.
Right. Oh, okay.
But she really thought she thought she was gonna get like
I love
compensation.
How she's seemingly more concerned with the camel bite than she is with getting arrested for illegal drug possession and possible child endangerment.
Or that she's like 1,000 pounds.
But she's not anymore. They got surgery. They
did?
Yeah, she's not 1,000 pounds. She's probably like, I don't want to guess, but. Branson, you just made that up. Our associate producer, Branson, just yelled 725.
Is that true?
She does not weigh 720. There is no way. We're just going to skip by that. We are not shaming people here.
We're not shaming. Talking about someone who's not shaming.
One person weighs 750 pounds?
Branson's saying, and he's the researcher of this department.
Well, do we know her current weight, Branson? Branson says her highest weight is 406.
Skinny.
Did you just make that up?
Skinny.
All right, according to Branson's Google, Amy now weighs about 230 pounds.
Love it.
She looks really good, too. Did you see her? Yeah, she looks really good. I mean, her arm don't look good, but everything else, that bite mark is looking
I'm not fat shaming. I'm just saying, like, if you're on 1,000-pound life, like, you have to factor it into the story.
Okay, yes.
Right? If I'm on Cheating Anonymous, like, reality show, and then I get cheated on, like.
Okay. All right, we got to move on to our favorite news segment. We do it every week. It's time for...
What is it?
Mean comments.
Oh, okay.
So this week's mean comments
just about what
come from last week's video. Shout out to y'all for commenting on last week's video. We have some comments for y'all today, which honestly, the comments are getting nicer, and we gonna need
because we know
they know we read them now.
Oh, and I look at accounts. If your Instagram's link, I'm clicking.
No, we're joking. But we do have some mean comments this week. They're pretty clean for the most part. This first one was really shocking.
Your face just now.
Because this person, Lisa Frederick 8870, said, "Oh my God, just because someone says nig, don't mean they're racist. I call my son and husband nig all the time."
What's her profile picture?
She ain't got one. Lisa Frederick's a pretty racially ambiguous name. So for Lisa Frederick's sake, we just gonna hope she black. But Lisa Frederick, if you ain't black, it is motherfucking racist, sis. Like, what?
Okay.
Did your mama call you nig?
No, exactly. Oh my God, why would you ask
that? Because who says that? People don't say that.
Next.
You
should have give her even the airtime.
Okay. Well, we gotta be nice.
That was not a nice comment to say.
All right. Well, we gotta be fair.
Okay.
All right. This one says, "Is it just me or does Steph always look at Wyld like he's a snack?" I go, "Am I?" To be fair, everyone in the building looks at me like that, y'all.
If you guys knew, like, if you guys knew, you would feel so dumb right now. Literally not.
I mean, but feel free to keep looking at me like I'm a snack. People
yeah, he's gorge, but no.
All right. This next one's from Gabriel Peter, 1102. This person says, "Not sure why you guys always receive so much hate. I think you're both hilarious."
Oh my God, love him.
Thank you. He goes, "I'll admit, I don't even usually know who you guys are talking about, but you're so funny when you do that I'll listen and learn. Wyld, you are the man. Keep up the awesome work. Anytime I see you on any other podcasts or shows, I tune in. You're so hilarious. We need to get more Steph on some of the other podcasts as well." Whoever,
Oh my God, do you want to make out?
Whoever Gabriel Peter 1102. If you watching this episode,
come on in.
Let us send you a free TMZ t-shirt or something. Like, we ain't got nothing for free.
Take me out.
We'll buy it for you.
Love it.
We want to see. Yeah, thank you.
Also, the comment about me making googly eyes at you, that's what gets me in trouble in my day-to-day life. Like, it's just my face. I just give a flirty.
Yeah, you just have a blank face.
No, I have like a flirty vibe no matter what. I could be at the post office talking to like anyone.
I think you give off like, where am I? Sometimes.
They didn't say that just now.
Well, they don't have to edit you. I see you sometimes. Sometimes you be like, where the hell am I at?
That's true.
You know you do that. Okay. Last one comes from this person. Their name is Black Star Afro 2.
Queen. Love it.
They said Nick Cannon didn't say anything anti-Semitic. He pointed out that black people are Jews also. Okay, great. Well, that was from last week when we said that. Remember, we were like, oh, if Alex Earl should do what Nick Cannon did, which is like meet with a whole bunch of black leaders. I guess that's what they're referring to. So we appreciate your comment, Black Star Afro 2. Thank you for your comment.
Love it.
Okay, well, we're going to get out of here. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to like, follow, comment on YouTube so we can read y'all comments. And if y'all don't
follow us on Instagram if you want to chat it up. I'll reply.
Okay.
You won't?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell Wyld to start putting me in his work vlogs because I'm not included in any of them.
All right, we got to get out of here. Have a good one. Peace out, people. Jesus Christ!